Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.
We're going to do big calls now.
Big calls, really big calls.
We haven't done that for a while, but we want to know your biggest call, like a big call. Like, say like, Father Bride's the best movie of all time. Big call, right?
Yes.
It's silly.
Big calls, really big calls.
Yeah,
13,
Negroni's
24,
the greatest cocktail in the world.
Big calls, really big calls.
I spoke to someone the other day. They said, I just ate the freshest bread in the whole of Victoria.
Big calls, really big calls.
I was like, how can you measure that, bro? How can you measure
What
it?
about the big call that you told me about the other day? This place has the best bacon in the world.
Best bacon.
Wow.
You have to let me know where it is.
I actually did have the best lamington I've ever had in my whole life the other day. It was at Sydney Cakery, and it was fresh out of the she was just literally pulling it out of the oven, dipping it in all the chocolate, and then putting all the coconut over it, and it was still warm, and it was amazing.
Is it still warm?
It was amazing.
Yeah. 13, 24, 10, because this is about a particular high street.
Really fit, but my gosh, don't you just know it?
That's high in the streets. Ready?
Really fit, but my gosh, don't you just know it?
Good on you, Dan.
Brilliant
God,
work.
you're working on different levels today. You really are.
I know, Dan. What would we do without you? This is Time Out. They've released their list of the 30 coolest streets in the world. Now, are you ready for the top
And
5?
Time Out's international,
Is
isn't
Pitt
it?
Street on there?
Huge Time Out. Pitt Street's not on
Punt
there.
Road?
Oh no, Punt Road would have to be on the worst streets in the world. Hello to anybody stuck in gridlock traffic right now on Punt Street.
guys.
And when is it not gridlocked? That is the question.
I know.
Lucky
It's a
sometimes
really
you can
funny
see-
nickname, Punt Street.
Yeah, it's my favourite.
Lucky sometimes
Yeah.
you can see the Tigers train if you're lucky. If you really are there for ages, you can watch the
It's
Tigers
a
train.
nightmare. It's
Yeah.
near my house. So the top 5, counting backwards. Number 5, Commercial Drive in Vancouver.
Okay.
Number 4, Guatemala Street in Buenos Aires. Number 3, East 11th in Austin.
Oh.
Here we go.
Texas.
Number 2.
Hang on, that Anthony Bourdain did a thing there
Frank's
at that
Barbecue.
place. Yeah, Frank's Barbecue.
Wow, it's number 3. It must be pretty good.
Doesn't look like much else happening on that street, to be
Like,
fair.
is that the reason why that street is so
'Cause this
hip
is-
hop and happening?
This is a bit
Do they
silly.
give any
No,
reasons?
no, this list gets better.
Okay.
Number 2, Hollywood Road in Hong Kong. And here we go. And number 1, High Street, Melbourne. It weaves through the suburbs of Northcote, Thornbury and Preston. It has, Northcote Social Club, 1-800 Lasagna, one of my favourites. High Note, Gigi Rooftop, Northside Wines. Would you like to know where Sydney's top street came in?
Yes.
Yeah, but what is it first?
Foster Street.
Where's that?
In the city? Oh, Surrey Hills.
Yes.
Is that where?
Came in at number 23.
That's where Taylor Swift's favourite restaurant is.
where she went.
Yeah, where she went. Sabrina.
Because when she didn't go out in Melbourne.
No,
but
she didn't go to
came,
High Street.
No, she came to Sydney and she chose that. This is the place I'm going to go out and really wet my beak, so to speak.
Wet my beak. Melbourne often tops the list because Smith Street and Gertrude Street have been first and second previous years.
I remember that. Any other
We
Sydney
do good
streets? Any other,
No,
anyone
no other
in
Sydney
Enmore or
streets.
Newtown? Are you
None.
serious? Are you serious?
Zip, no.
Are you serious though? Is time out even a thing here?
No,
that's
time
ridiculous.
out. Take it up a time out. I don't shoot the messenger.
Time out began in London and is now global, and sometimes it
London,
gets
your
it right.
trip.
Sometimes it gets
Your
it right.
trip, your first class and 50k trip.
I love Melbourne. You know that. I love High Street. It's a good one. I just can't believe that there's no other inner western Sydney streets on there. That's all I'm saying.
What would be your top Sydney street? Oh, I've really thrown you there, haven't I?
Although I don't like to choose.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.